So, guys, have tea with me and let's just talk. Like, let's talk. So, guys, like I said, let's just talk. Like, let's talk. And of course, I have tea here with me. What do you guys think? I have this Akbar, Akbar blackcurrant flavored tea. I think I've tried a number of flavors from their brand. I've tried the apple flavor and it's really nice. I've tried strawberry. I think so. And this is the blackcurrant. And one of the reasons why I love these guys and their products is because it gives you this wine vibe, more like you're taking a hot wine, because you feel you're taking tea, but it tastes like wine because of the flavor, most especially the apple flavor. I really love it. I love this guy too because it gives me this Ribena vibe. So this is what we're going to have today. Yeah, this is how the tea bag looks like. So I'm just going to, yeah, you guys are on my channel and I happen to be a tea freak, as you guys know. So have tea with me. Let's talk about something. I just woke up from sleep and today has been like a me day, a day for me. Like I just had privacy. I love having my space, actually being in my space, enjoying my company. Yeah. So I woke up and I got thinking about a lot of stuffs, and that's the premise of this conversation actually. If you don't know me, I'm Kim. I am a chef, I am a nutritionist, I am a lover of God, a wheel enthusiast, a law student, and your new best friend. If this is your first time, then I would say you should subscribe. And sorry for my vibe, it's a little bit cold, but it's just that I just woke up from sleep. I just got everything set up. I'm trying to reboot, you know, my crazy self is about to come up and it's coming up. Yeah, I think I'm back now. Yeah, I'm ready. So guys, I would like to share a story before we start, and this story is going to help us because it's actually the case study of this particular conversation. So I'll share a story about my grandfather. He is okay, my maternal grandfather, right? His younger brother is who we're talking about right now. He's dead actually, but rest in peace, grandpa. He was actually my favorite. He was full of life and he was jovial, playful, and God, no dull moments with him. I really cried when he died. But I'm going to use his life right now as a case study. So when he was alive, I noticed something. Whenever he shares his story with me, telling me the things he did when he was younger or when he was at my age or something, or whenever his friends came by to see him and they began to like discuss about things, I noticed something. The vibe, it was giving God I lived. When you listen to them, nobody will need to tell you that this person actually lived. He didn't just exist, he lived. He fulfilled his purpose, and the memories, all his flashback memories, and were just filled with. I've never seen him. I don't think I've recorded any moment that he was like remorseful or sad about certain things. He was always happy. He would just sit back and that he'll just be smiling. Grandpa watches it and be like, you don't know what happened. There was one time like that. And then he will just be telling you things for every single situation or scenario. He has something to say about it and he has a way of relating it to his life back then. And I was like, wow, such an icon. And then it got me thinking, when he died, somehow I was comforted that, well, this man is, he died a satisfied and a fulfilled man because, man, he lived. Everybody around him could testify. He touched lives. and he lived for himself. He made himself happy. He was so it got me thinking, like, here I am, a 25-year-old, trying hard not to be overcome or overwhelmed by life and what life throws at me. What exactly am I going to be talking about when I get old? Am I going to be regretting certain decisions that I took while I was young, or am I going to be celebrating and over the achievements and everything that I've done while I was young? So that is the premise of our conversation right now, because we are really, really, really trying so hard not to be overwhelmed with life, and we get carried away by the fact that we are supposed to live, we're supposed to breathe, we're supposed to enjoy, we're supposed to touch lives, we're supposed to be our own source of happiness and peace. We just forget all these things. So we're going to talk, it's really part of my retirement plan that I live a life. I keep saying this, my life is a song, and I'm writing it now, composing and writing it now, so that when I get old, I'll play it every single day, track by track. That is how I see my life. So whatever it is I'm trying to do, I'm doing it so that tomorrow I will not wake up and say that there is something that I would have done, but somehow I didn't do it. It would break me. So guys, that is what we're going to be talking about today. Overcoming life and not getting overwhelmed by life. Because trust me, this has stopped a lot of people from exploring life, exploring their dreams, just being happy and being there for themselves. There are certain factors that are responsible for overwhelming us, to be honest, and one is regret. God, I hate that word. I hate that word. And my last video, I did mention that I don't have any regret, and I'll tell you that. I said that I don't have any regret, not because I am perfect or I have a perfect life. I have made mistakes, God. But first off, it just starts with the notion that says whatever you feed your mind, it cultivates, it's like it accepts it, and it just becomes a part of you. I started this whole ritual when I was in high school. I remember JS3. I'll just be making mouths because I was in boarding house that year. Like something will happen. I was not supposed to do something, that I'll just do it and I'll fall trap, and my seniors would deal with me. And then somehow I would have said, I'll just sit down and be like, shame you for not even go there, you for not even do that thing. Nobody for touch you. But I'll just be like, wait, whatever, it has happened. There's nothing I can do to undo it. So no regret, I'll just move. So I just cultivated that notion since high school, like I don't have any regrets. So I kept on saying it. And somehow it just became part of me that no matter what I do, once it has happened, okay, I'll just pick the lessons. At least now I know I won't go that part again. So it also boils down, growing up also, I just learned to see life as a lesson. Wait, why would I be hard on myself? Nobody played my life for me before coming to this world. They didn't play my life and say, okay, okay, sit down, watch this, and go to the world and replicate what you just saw. Nobody did that. Nobody gave me a manual to like guide me. Okay, do you get? I'm just here. So mistakes are inevitable. I just calculated all these things at a very young age, and I'm super glad that I did that, because trust me, I have been through phases that I'm even supposed to. My last video, I made mention of something. There is a particular condition in my life that I have sat down and I told myself, Omo, if ever this thing should happen to me, I told God, if ever this thing will happen to me, I would commit suicide. That's because I felt like it was going to be a terrible mistake. It was going to be a terrible thing to ever happen to me. Well, long story short, it happened to me this year. Like, It even happened with some spice and toppings on it. Really painful, God. But then I just realized something. When it happened, I was really scared. I thought, God, hey, how the hell am I even supposed to go through this? I was really scared. But then I found out that I've never seen any situation in my life that I grew past, like I overcame and I got over it so fast. Like this particular thing that I feared. So fear of the unknown and all that. So I'm trying to say that if this thing that this mistake that I was scared of it happened to me and I still don't regret it. I don't see anything that can make me regret it. Because so what am I saying? One thing we need to understand in life is that once something has happened, there is nothing you can do to undo that thing. It has happened. That's just painfully true. So whatever decision you chose, whatever way you chose to react, or you choose to react to that certain thing, it will not undo that thing. You just have to decide whether you'll be happy the rest of your life. That thing still happened. Whether you're going to be sad for the rest of your life, it still happened. So is it not even better to choose to be happy? I don't know if you get. And like I said, life is a lesson. I'm here to learn. I'm not here to replicate or act some scripted thing. No, I'm not. I'm just here to find out certain things. So once I go through a path and yes, it goes bad, I will just be like, okay, at least now I know better. It's a plus for me. So I just move. So what am I saying? Whatever we feed our mind, that thing is what our mind cultivates and it becomes a part of us. I have I've had so many reasons to not be happy. Trust me. There are some things that will happen to me and I'll be like, but wait, oh God, don't you think I'm even too young for some of these things that I'm seeing? But I just believe that the more experience you get, the more you become better. And it's really true. I am a 25-year-old girl, but trust me, I can relate to some things. There are some things that I say that even a 40-year-old can never relate to it. I'm really glad for exposure. Experiences has exposed me to certain things, and now I know. And to be honest, I really feel my age is too small for me. That's for sure. So what am I saying? Regret. I hate that word regret. It's something that draws us back. It's something that steals away our joy. It holds our peace in a cage so that we are just there. We cannot even move, we cannot breathe and be happy just because of regret. So these are one of the things. When you get old, are you going to sit back and be like, oh God, I regret this thing up to now? I'm really saying this, and I know some people will be watching this and they'll be like, you won't understand. You too, my dear, you won't understand. That thing that I told you happened to me, you won't understand how the gravity of all that. So it is on this note that I would like to give you uh, an antidote, something that will help. Why not walk your journey with God? I told you, I've said it in my former video. There was a situation that was mild. It was not that even painful that happened to me, but it took me years to get over it. And then one of the most painful thing that happened to me, what happened afterwards was even more painful than the first one, but I got over it in 3 months, 2 months. Do you get what was the difference? What happened? What did I know that I never knew before? Do you understand? It's more like just walking with God. The first one, I decided to go through that journey without God in it, thinking I could actually do it on my own. And I failed woefully. That was why it took me time to process things. But then the second one, I just took it to God in prayer. I was like, let me not lie. I cannot do this. I cannot handle this. So you're going to hold my hands and we're walking through it. We're going to walk past it together. And that was what happened. I really gave it all to Him. And I would always sing this song. Oh, what peace we often forfeit Oh, what needless pain we bear, all because we do not carry everything to God in prayer. So the secret is just taking things to God in prayer, because that hymn really do hits me. We forfeit peace that comes with God. We forfeit it. We bear needless pains. The pains are not supposed to be there. The pains are just there to waste our lives. The pains are just there to draw us back, to lead us to the floor. But we embrace them just because we cannot take it to God in prayers. It does work when you bring God into the picture. So why not give him your regrets and see what he would do with it? I know God to be someone that turns mess. He turns people's mess to messages. He turns people's mistakes to masterpieces. I've seen him pick people from grass to grace, from pit to the palace. There's nothing he cannot turn around. So what makes you feel like your own situation is going to be that hard for him? So regrets, nah. Don't like that word. Don't ever even say it. I regret doing it. Don't ever say it. The next on my list, as part of ways that stops us from overcoming life and instead getting overwhelmed by life, is failure to fulfill or pursue our goals or fulfill our purpose or our calling due to excuses and procrastination. Victoria Orenze sang a song, Ascend. I don't know if you know that song. What she does not know is that she was throwing a shot at a lot of people. That song is a wake up call. Like, if you listen to this song just to vibe to it, you are not serious. That song is actually a wake up call. One of the things that, okay, I said I don't have regrets, but I think one of the things that may be my regrets sooner in life or later in life is having to wake up one day, like when I get old, having to wake up one day and realize that there was something I was supposed to do. There was moments and memories I was supposed to create, love that I was supposed to give, but somehow I didn't. Why? Because of some excuses. Oh Lord, I think that will break me. I've said this before. I've said it in my previous video. It's going to break me. So laziness and procrastination, it has a way of stealing our joy, because when you come and realize that, okay, I did not do this thing, mm, it makes life kind of overwhelming. So okay, let's talk about excuses and procrastination. Trust me, we have goals. A lot of us have a lot of things in our head, but somehow they're not, those things are not in motion because there is one excuse or the other. Some excuses are valid, but some, trust me, they are not. I just feel when there's passion in something that you are doing, or something you're, and like you've discovered your purpose and you really feel, yeah, this is something I should get doing. If you really put your heart into it, you will start from the littlest places. Let me explain something. I told you guys that I run a culinary training, and a lot of people be like, wow, which means she has a workspace, then like a shop, a studio, a kitchen. No, I run all of these things from home. And I'll explain something to you guys, what I noticed. I am someone that if I make it tomorrow and someone should ask me what's the key to my success, I'll just smile and say God and stubbornness. Because trust me, stubbornness brought me to where I am now. I just refuse to, I stand against anything standing up against me. I stand and face that thing up front while you're on my way. So I literally have this fighting spirit, of which I think everybody should have, because life is fierce. You have to be fiercer in order to get through life. So when I got my certification and all that, if I should say that, okay, I'll wait for a miracle to happen, maybe 100K or 1 million, or because if you really sit down to analyze what and what will make up a kitchen to run a culinary training, you need a space, and spaces for you to get a shop now, you get like 200K, 200 plus. If I should start that calculation, I will have this fear in me because where am I supposed to get this money from? But this was what I did. Initially, I have what we call a never ending list where I'll just write things down, and when I get money, I'll just check the list. Okay, what can this money buy? And I'll take it and I will go buy it. I'm trying to explain how passion can make a way. Like Brian Tracy, who is one of my favorite writer, said something. He said, when you really want to do something, you find a way. But if you don't want to do something, you find an excuse. That's just it. Successful people find ways. It's not like this road seems blocked, but there's some way that I can actually get my way in. So they will look for ways to get in. Not like we'll just see the road blocked and be like, okay, fine, it's blocked. So let's just go back. Do you get? So I went to my schoolhouse and I removed my bed from that room. I have this big table, working surface. I have my shelf. I have my stack of spices. I got some things from my mom. She supported me. My dad too supported, and friends too came in. And before I knew it, my room in school became a studio. I turned everything to be a kitchen. So I graduated 1 set, 2 sets, 3 sets in this. What am I saying? This is even the room. I'm presently in the room right now, and I graduated like 3 sets of students. That's like 9 students from this particular room. The effect of procrastination is that you're not only delaying your destiny, you are delaying other people's destiny as well. Now, I know this may sound scary, but it's true. You need to understand that as far as you have a calling in this life, there are names that are attached to you. There are names and destinies that are connected to you. Unless you make it, those people are not going to make it as well. Look at Joseph. If Joseph had not endured his way through, if he had not he kept praying and hoping, finding ways, if he had not done that, his family wouldn't have survived. The whole Egypt wouldn't have survived as a result of his wisdom. There are names and destinies connected to you. You feel you know how to make clothes. I just want you to know that there are destinies attached to you. Now I will explain this to you. I graduated my students. I do that physical, and then I run online trainings, culinary trainings as well. It was quite overwhelming, and I did all this in a space of 1 year. I graduated like 20 something students already. Now, looking back, and I see my students excelling. Some are even doing some things that I have not done. Some have gotten contracts that I haven't gotten. Now, I am so happy and proud of them, but I just kept wondering, what if I had not made that decision to stand up and do something? What if I just accepted the excuse that I don't have money to start my own, to open my own kitchen? What if I just embraced that? This means that these students would have just somehow remained like this, because trust me, they are connected with me. Their names and destinies are attached to mine. Somehow I need to get there so that they will also get there. So you think you're there are some there's a way that you need, even let's say, I've like people like Rochas and other NGO and foundations that they do reach out to people. Trust me, they had their demons to fight, but they had to pursue and fight their way in order to what? For people that their names and destinies are attached to benefit from that foundation in order for them to benefit. When Tyler Perry got an award years back, and he went to get his award, and then a lady was really, really saying and commending that, yeah, Tyler Perry has touched a lot of lives. To think that he had to struggle hard to achieve his dreams, and because he had struggled hard to achieve his dreams, thousands of people now have employment as a result of that. So, can you see the destinies attached to him? If he had not done that, imagine how many people would have been jobless today. Look at the likes of Dangote, having a lot of companies and all that, hiring people up and down. They had their calling, but due to what, they did not procrastinate, they did not give excuses, they faced it head down. Trust me, it's not like I'm going to tell you that it's going to be easy. Sometimes, many times, it will make sense to us. At least I am at that phase where it's a lot of things are not making sense to me presently right now, but I just have to keep going. There is nothing like giving up. If I give up, I am dead. So we need to understand that the decisions we take today, we're not only taking it for ourselves, we're taking it for the people whose names are attached to us. Somehow people are going to benefit from us. It mustn't be monetary. It can be that the words of our mouth will actually be something that will save them. It can be that when you the situations or the challenges that you are in right now is going to be the saving grace of some people. There's this lady I met on Facebook. She's actually a single mom who always shares her predicaments and all that. I was like, babe, I see a very, very bright thing in you. I don't know. But I just feel you're going to be like a hope and a shining torch to single moms out there. And today she's doing well. Like, a lot of people draw strength from her story. So I don't know, the situations that we are in, we don't need to give excuses in order to be overwhelmed. Okay, let's accept the fact that this is too much, I cannot handle it. It's not going to, I'm not talking about this because, trust me, a lot of things, all the things that I'm saying on this video, I'm not just saying it because I read it somewhere. I'm saying it hands down because I am experiencing it, or I have experienced it in one way or the other. So excuses and procrastination, nah. Right now, I get many people saying, when can I come to your kitchen? And I'll be like, it's my house, you want to come to my house because I work from home and I've done a lot of things from home. I've gotten contracts to cook for weddings, send off, and other mini ceremonies. And this is all due to my stubbornness. If I'll be like, okay, I'm in school, I'm not supposed to do all these things. Imagine. So, excuses, laziness, and procrastination can make life seem overwhelming, but you need to be stubborn. You just need stubbornness. You just need to be fierce. That's just the plain truth. It was as a result of this stubbornness that I couched a saying. I just feel these quotes that we do write up and down and we copy and we pick online, it actually came from people's experiences. Like, life sat people down and they got inspirations and wrote about it, and we just picked it and we use it. So I just couched this saying years back. That was 2020. Be adamantly stubborn in chasing a dream only you can see. Trust me, it came from somewhere. When I started Ladies Ring, I I envisioned a lot about that advocacy actually. In case you don't know, Ladies Ring is a lady empowerment initiative that aims to address issues concerning womanhood. So we've done a lot to the glory of God. Yeah. So when I started Ladies Ring, there were lots of odds that were against us. Yeah, people said things. What's this one doing? I beg, it will die. Not today. You understand? A lot of people said a lot of things. But somehow my eyes were fixed on the goal, of which I know that I'm not there yet, but at least I'm on my way and I'm close. And so far, I think I've done too much to ever regret starting Ladies Ring. It just came in that, okay, King, there's a dream in your head, and these people are saying things. They don't see that dream. You're the only person that sees that dream. None of them sees that dream. So, stubborn and be adamant about chasing that dream. So that was how. So in case you see that saying anywhere, I am the one. Nami writes you can brag about it. There's this YouTuber that I know, my friend. I'm your friend now. You can say that. Life. Life is one. We live only once. Like, it's not like when we die, we're going to come back or something. When we're gone, we're gone. So, we should live this life exploring ourselves and giving out love, sending out love, receiving the love, showering love on ourselves. We shouldn't be hard on ourselves. I feel life has, the more I keep growing, the more I realize how much of myself I need to cherish, how much time I still have to create good memories with myself and with people around me. I realize that I'm in this world for my own self. At the end of the day, I'm answerable to myself. The more I grow, the more I see reasons why I should hold on to God. And because there's this Bible verse I love so much. The book of John says, in this world, there's going to be troubles. It was Jesus that was talking to people. He said, I tell you these things so that you wouldn't be scared, because in this world there's going to be trials and tribulations, but take cheer because I have overcome the world. Now, this is so powerful. It just means we belong to a Father that has overcome the world. So if He has overcome the world by means of inheritance as His children, we have also overcome this world. So we should have peace in the Father. I just feel like if there's one thing that you've not grabbed yet in all these things that I've been saying, it's just always learn how to place it in God's hands. You cannot get worked up over something that you can't control. You don't have control over, you have no control over life and it's happening. So regardless, I just feel we should leave it at God's hands and keep on exploring. See your failures as opportunities to get back up stronger. Use it like a preparation, more like you're preparing for another comeback, so that when you try it again, it's going to move. I just feel there is so many, there's so much reasons to be happy, to love ourselves. I think we've forgotten about this particular saying because it was really trending at some point. I know who I am. I love who I am. I love what I do. And I love how I do it. I don't want to be anybody else but me. And while doing that, I just want to keep embracing and discovering who I am. That to me is really powerful, and it's something we should embrace. This is my final year in university, and glory be to God, I'm really more into creating memories and all that, and then taking opportunities, being all dedicated and intentional about myself and about my growth. Because last you're here for you have to have your back, because nobody else will rate you if you don't rate yourself. Nobody else will respect you if you don't respect yourself. So I'm more of like elevating myself, working on my flaws of, because I'm really sure, I'm definitely aware of the fact that I have my flaws, and I'm just wanting to be the best of myself, the best version of myself. So you should do the same, to be honest. Life is really, you shouldn't work yourself. You don't deserve to be overwhelmed. You don't deserve to be hard on yourself. No matter what has happened to you, let it go. You don't deserve to be hard on yourself. Take it to God in prayers. And to be honest, if you need anybody to talk to, if it gets that bad that you need anybody to talk to, do message me or draw my attention. I can drop my WhatsApp number in case you're interested. You can reach out to me, and I would definitely talk to you. At least by the grace of God, He will have something for me to tell you. So, guys, that's the end of today's video. I'll see you on my next one. Bye.